So for today's video, I'm going to kind of go back to the deck testing format. I'm going to play two games, win or lose, and share them with you. And I wanted to play Doomcrag Warrior. I know that Slay Warrior has been very popular as of late, but Doomcrag did get the addition of Tiny Dragon, and it is still a very fun deck archetype, and you don't see it very often on the ladder. So I thought, let's break out a version. This is the version that I'm going to be running. You can see it on screen. I'll also put a deck code in the description like normal for these videos, but I'm not saying this is the best version. I think there are actually better versions that are a little more finely tuned, but this is the one that I enjoy playing the most, and sometimes you just want to have fun. So that's what we're going to hope to do here. I'm going to go ahead and hop onto the ladder, and again, we're going to play two games, win or lose, see how it goes. Now, typically, you don't see a lot of Doomcrag on the ladder because it's a matchup-dependent deck. Also, it's just not very good for climbing because a lot of the times the games can take a very long time. When your goal is to basically cycle through your entire deck one time and then come back and replay a bunch of things, that can impact things, and a bit of a lag there. I think that's on my end, just so we're clear. We'll keep this. The shrine is questionable here, but well, now I really wish I would not have kept this one. If I would have known. Yeah, a little bit of like animation stuttering. I think that's on my end. I've been having some internet problems, some internet issues today, so we'll go ahead and take the rapid shot here. Don't want to play this. I mean, I could play this and ping there and then kind of like threaten the trade if I wanted to slow him down, but saving this till we can maybe pair it with a Doomcrag or something feels okay.
They've no move we can't anticipate.
Both of these are very, very good. Like, this is incredible with Namira Shrine, and since we have two in hand, it's incredibly tempting. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this over the dragon here. There's a lot of value in that dragon, but at some point here, we're going to want to draw some cards with the Shrine. Shrines might not end up even mattering, though. We are against Sorcerer. They're going to be hitting me in the face, trying to draw cards. So Bleak Coast is a thing, and we get another raiding party as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and still play one raiding party. And probably
my bow is ready.
Just to slow them down. They might take this trade here, and if it prevents 2 damage, great. We're going to save these because we're going to trade with something here and likely develop the Sorcerer next turn so that we can get ourselves a blood magic spell and hope for some defensive options. Yeah, keeping the first shrine was very greedy of me. Definitely a mistake in hindsight. Sorcerer is going to give you plenty of cards. They're going to hit you in the face. Interesting that they're not going to continue to pile on here. I think once they've seen this, they realize maybe, okay, this is Doomcrag. They've also seen the raiding party, trying to plan accordingly. The only way we don't end up developing this and taking some sort of trade next turn is if we top deck something that just feels juicier or better. Specifically, if we top deck like a Doomcrag Vampire that I know I can then play on curve on 6, we might save the Firebrands and go for a full wipe, but the likely play is going to be this. This is kind of nice.
My bow is ready.
Let's go ahead and just ping that there, and now we might even be able to save these Firebrands because that's going to dissuade my opponent from taking a value trade here. Alright.
Confound you!
Wow, and the Harpy. Okay. It's an interesting chain of events there because it now means I cannot get the trade that I was looking for with this clan sorcerer because only 2 creatures are going to die. So instead, I think we developed this for the stall.
Of the living.
Could develop another raiding party, but I think just doing this as well is entirely reasonable. And we'll do that. We'll save these now for flexibility. This is likely going to trade here. And the only good news for us is that our opponent is slowly running out of cards. The bad news for us is we're running out of life. Alright, Tiny Dragon is helpful. It is helpful. What is the best option for us here? Again, we know we want to develop this one way or the other, and we'd like to set it up so it can trade with this. So let's go ahead and do that. This is only enemy creatures, so we don't have to worry about Skaven effects or anything like that at the moment. And I feel like doing something like this ends up being the best option. And then we could just play another raiding party, take one trade there and save the other one. It's our best Magicka saturation, and again, if we find a Doomcrag vampire, maybe saving that Tiny Dragon is important. But we do want to pull as much damage off the board as possible, I think. So we'll do that. Gargoyle's not bad. I think ideally we were either looking for Gargoyle, Shackle, or even Drain Life. Trading one card for 5 health might be worth it. And they're going to 7. I have to assume this is a... well, I was going to say a Mighty Conjuring, but no, it is the Moose! Okay. And that is not what we were looking for, sadly. Not at all. Could take a risk and just play the Gargoyle here. But I think we need to wall up over there pretty well.
I smell the stench of the living.
So I think those are going to go there. And then this is going to trade here. And yeah, sadly that's it. 33 cards in, have not yet found a Doomcrag vampire. Down to only 6 health. We need to find a Doomcrag. We also wouldn't mind finding a... maybe even an amulet, just so I could start chunking through health. We're very lucky this did not get charged, but we are on a clock here because at 6, double lightning bolt can finish us off. We haven't seen any lightning bolts, and Kano is a real threat at any given moment as well. But we would like to find maybe a Doomcrag here.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Okay. That is very nice. Very helpful. But actually might not get played this turn. So we have Skaven on one side, Tiny Dragon on the other, but we need to get rid of this before we kill the Hunting Spirit. And we don't really have a good tool set to do so. We can peel the ward off with the Skaven, and then we have Nord and Zealot to get 2 damage in on it. Those are not enough. Instead, I actually think that we need to take the 50-50 on a Haunting Spirit landing here, and then hope they don't have a Lightning Bolt as well. So, sadly, I think that is the play, because we don't have a good way to clear it out anyway. So we're going to go ahead and take the Tiny Dragon. And, yeah, that's going to be it. So...
Behold the power of the night. Let's do this. Attack!
Good game. Unfortunately, we lose. That's probably my fault. Again, Numir's Shrine should have been mulliganed. Having the 2 in hand did nothing for me. We likely die even if that fell in our favor. Just because you have to assume they have a Lightning Bolt or an Encano or something. So, all around, bad game for me. Let's go ahead and jump into another game and see if I can make up for my mulligan mistake and see if we can find a Doomcrag a bit sooner. Good old Sorcerer doing Sorcerer things and being, you know, a good deck. Rather annoying. Very resilient. Alright, so now we're up against Scout. And I think we're really well positioned if it's like Abomination Scout. We essentially do the same thing that that deck does, but better. In most cases. Let's go ahead and use this raiding party and then pass. You could argue it's not worth a ring charge, but they haven't developed anything yet, so...
Just give me a name.
Okay. This tells me it might be Slay Scout. I'm also very happy to go ahead and develop that. Alright. Yeah, very much looks to me like we're up against Slay Scout. Wow, I could draw so many cards right now, if I were so inclined. However, I think we're gonna settle for just the one off of the Shrine. You know, actually no. Well, I mean, I really want to find a Doomcrag because that's gonna help me clear this up, but I also would like to get this Blood Magic spell, but I think...
Welcome to the shadows.
Time to fight.
I think we're just gonna do it.
Let's do this. Talos. Let's do this. Talos.
Let's just do it. I mean, our whole point is to cycle through our deck anyway. Let's clear that up. We have a lot of tools at our disposal the following turn. Alright. So they take the Squish the Wimpy, but I'm not really that upset at that. That's a great pickup.
I'll lead my family to glory.
Let's pull this off because it's worth the most damage.
Death to the Tribunal's lackeys. Time to fight. Attack.
And again, we'll get to draw a card. Gain some health. We're in a much better position this game as compared to the last game. I'd like to get this going for some blood magic spells here at some point, but in all honesty, that's kind of greedy.
I want to be an assassin, like Naru. The void awaits you.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. How do we want to handle this? just don't have a good way to get this on the board while also killing a bunch of creatures at the same time at the moment, so I think we are still just going to stall a bit.
We must protect our stronghold.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this, I think, and take the tiny dragon over here. Because we expect this to die to the asteroid, and that's fine. We have
You must be clever.
a lot of, well, alright, that's
The void
gonna be a bit annoying. Kept the shrine though, so
Just give me a name.
My scales move in shadow.
okay. Couple of different options here as well. I think we're gonna take this raiding party. And a mastermind. I know I have a lot of cards in hand, but I think I want this more than this mastermind.
Let's do
And
this.
we'll just go ahead and do this as well, just so I can draw another card. They're gonna get this sleigh, but we're setting ourselves up for a really big clan sorcerer turn.
Mother of mud.
It's nothing personal.
There was the risk that we burn Journey there, but
We draw power from their blood.
now that risk
We
is
draw
essentially
power
gone.
from their blood.
So predictable.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Of all do we
I
And
slay
this,
the
and
unworthy.
then we'll draw 2 blood magic spells. There we go. And a card for our trouble. And we actually, I didn't play enough. We actually are gonna overdraw again. Perhaps my greed levels are too much. I'm not paying attention.
It's nothing personal.
My bow is ready.
All right. Saved by the prophecy. I can't overdraw now. Unless he does 5 more damage to me. Which I guess he could with a Tazcad.
Now you will see real power.
Okay, we're alright with that. That is acceptable. That is certainly acceptable. So many, like, we gotta get rid of cards. They already have a bunch of cards in hand anyway, so let's just go ahead and gain some health. This isn't the best way to get rid of cards, is my biggest problem at the moment.
Hold still.
Let's go ahead and do this.
My bow is ready.
Oh!
You will feed my clan.
Man, so many cards in my hand. Not sure I can get rid of enough. I think we're just gonna go 2, 2, and 2.
Should have been
So, given that,
You will feed my clan.
let's go
I
Barrow
smell
Stalker,
the stench of
Gargoyle,
the
Old
living.
Velocity,
I slay
and
the
call that.
unworthy.
Because we're still gonna get... Alright, there. We got the Journey. I was gonna say, we're still gonna get a card from the Shrine, but I don't get the Blood Magic spells this time, and honestly, I think we're kind of okay with that. Alright, so they're gonna get 2 blood magic spells of their own. And what we just want to find now is like a Doomcrag would be great. I mean, we are the majority of the way through our deck without one.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Let's go ahead and, I guess, push damage. We're likely going to do this even just without
my
Journey. Like, at this
plan.
point, they just have a million cards anyway, so...
They will perish in flame. Oh!
let's go ahead with the Skaven.
Let's heat
Let's go ahead with the Skaven.
Let's do this. Talos! Time to fight. Fires of Alduin.
And now we'll get another blood magic spell, which is nice, drain life. So yeah, we're gonna... This isn't normally how you do it, just for the record, with Doomcrag, but it's kind of just the way this one played out. So they gain some health back. Oh, oh, oh no! Are we just dead to like Cliff Racer here? We're down to 3 all of a sudden. They gotta have something else, or else we're right back in it. I mean, we have lethal on the board. Counting our drain life. There we go. Still no Doomcrag. 18 cards left in the deck. Playing Doomcrag Warrior. No Doomcrag. Alright, so we're going to go ahead with an amulet. We're going to drain life back again. And we can do 1, 2, 3. So this is going to have to die one way or the other.
Blood and fate.
So we're going to just do this and this. And we're going to
Another
take this
volley.
trade here as well. Well, we're going to play this, though. I was going to say, that might have been a misplay because I could have played that, I suppose,
You will
but...
feed my clan. We draw power from their blood.
I think that this is what we want to do. Still, no Doomcrag. The whole point of me filming this, guys, is to play Doomcrag Warrior, and I went the first game with essentially not drawing it until I was dying, and I've now went the second game where we are down to 17 cards in the deck. Oof. Ooh, so dangerous, that Tazcad. Yeah, Doomcrag does not exist, just at all. In case you were wondering, it's not in here. Not even a little bit. Well, we have some options, but I'm not a big fan of many of them.
I smell
this over
the
here,
stench of the
I
living.
guess. I mean, I guess I could have killed this if I just wanted to use all of my ping effects, but that doesn't feel particularly good in my book.
We must protect our stronghold.
I wanted guards in both lanes, and then I guess we'll just go ahead and use this here.
We must protect our stronghold.
And then I guess we'll just, let's actually get rid of that. So, play enough just to draw a card, which, you know, in case you were keeping track, was still not Doomcrag. Okay. I see you.
What have we here?
I respect you.
Of course, I'm on your side.
Welcome to the shadows.
They're in my sights.
There we go. There we go.
It would appear that dinner is served.
My arrows shall fly true.
They're in my
Come
sights.
and have taste, fetch.
Deserves
Ooh.
another.
So, I guess potential play mistake there. I played Disciple. If I would have played Indoral, I would have found the Doomcrag, and then I could have played this plus Tiny Dragon. So that's not one, but 2 straight games where I've made a play mistake with this deck. But in my defense, I'm a bit tilted over the fact that I just can't find Doomcrag. Oh god. Is this another squish the Doom, or is he just hiding it? So he's just hiding it. I think we're okay.
You can trust me.
The Night Mother will guide us.
Alright, we should be fine here. Right? Alright, we're going to learn from our mistakes, right?
They've no move we can't anticipate. Death to
Mostly
the
just doing this to
Tribunal's
cycle.
lackeys.
And even if we draw Doomcrag at this point, yeah, there it is. Not really helpful. Because we want to get this gone. So I think the play now
Another
is
volley.
you take this trade,
I slay
this
the
comes here.
They're in my sights.
I love to play with dead things.
I don't think I want to give him a card here. Let's go ahead and just cycle this. And call it good. And this now should be it. Down to 6 cards in my deck, and there's still a Doomcrag, but they concede, so despite my play mistakes, despite my deck not wanting to give me actual Doomcrag vampires, managed to go 1-1, and I'm pretty okay with that. Just kind of yo-yoing around. See if I get anything good. I mean, I never do, but we can check, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's it for the video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may you walk on warm sands.